Okay, we are unmuted.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Rodriguez, the chair of the Town of Miami Lakes Youth Activities Task Force. I'm gonna call this meeting to order at 7:12 PM. We've got a roll call, please.
Brian Rodriguez.
Present.
Angelica Torres. Present. Diana Navarez present. Maria Chacasa.
Present.
Leila Covieira. Robin Amador.
All right.
Leila Vega.
Good evening, everyone.
Present.
Rodriguez.
Felipe Prieto. Foto. Pilar Fernandez. Melanie Alvarez. Lola Cusano. And Steven Alvarez.
And please make note that Melanie Alvarez will be running late. Write that down. Put it in. From the screenshot? Yeah, screenshot. It's something. Just a way for me to remember. Cool, we'll move on to item 3, public comments. Is there anyone in the public that would like to speak? This is your opportunity to do so. Anyone? There are no participants in the chat. We'll wait like 10 more seconds. 9. And one more timer. It's 21. All right, public comments is now closed. We'll move on to order of business referrals, additions, deletions. Is there anything anyone wants to add or remove from the agenda? I'm going to motion to remove item 6 or replace item 6 instead of committee rules updates because I have no updates. I'm going to replace it with event dates. Do I have a second? We have a second discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. Any other referrals, additions, deletions that anyone wants to see on the agenda?
Sorry, was it dates or updates?
Dates. Seeing nothing, item 5 is closed. We'll move on to new business, which is item 6, event dates.
Yeah, so, just to spearhead this real quick just to take care of it. I would like to, see that you guys can go ahead and discuss the dates that we have for our other upcoming events, aside from Easter, which we already know when that's gonna be had. But I would like for you guys to take a look at the dates so we can discuss that. I could go ahead and put it in the calendar immediately.
And by the way, I did skip adoption minutes. We'll go back to that right after this. So we need to look at the dates for the bike rodeo. For Halloween. For the next Christmas event, or no, not Christmas, we can't say that.
My bad.
Next holiday event.
Correct.
Don't forget them.
Inclusive.
See, that she's brand new. Oh my god, I forgot to have her introduce herself.
Brian. So we're gonna have to go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back.
The start?
No, we're doing this
Start
first.
Go back.
So yeah, so I think Halloween is the same thing, Saturday before Halloween, no?
Well, if you look at the date, I believe it's on a Friday.
Mhm.
We should do it on the Friday.
Well, that depends,
I think we talked.
ladies and gentlemen, because I don't know if school has, if school has any, they, what is it, teacher planning day?
Mhm.
It doesn't have any teacher planning day?
We don't have the
No,
calendar.
I think
for
it's, no,
next
yes,
year.
yes, we do.
Oh.
I'll pull it up.
We do?
I have it. Okay, so we have October. There's no teacher planning day that.
Saturday would be fitting, simply because we need the children.
The day after.
Students there.
No,
The day after.
It won't work.
Oh, no, the day after, no.
That's why I said
No,
have it on
no,
the
no.
Friday.
The 21st.
I think we could do it. If
I think
do
we
it
can
on the
pull it off.
On
Look,
the
the kids
31st?
will
We
get
set
there at
up,
3.
look, we tarp up everything the day before, if anything.
We tarp it up Thursday night.
That's gonna be a tough.
Guys, I don't like that idea.
We've done it
I really,
before,
really
though,
don't, man.
Because everybody's gonna say that traffic, and that's why I couldn't make it, and I had school.
You have to take into consideration.
We've done it before though.
The other option,
Would
the
be
other
the
option,
25th.
Ernie,
I did it with,
through the
Totally
tier, the
forgot
other
to-
option is that we get the schools to field trip the kids out.
We get the what?
So you get
Oh, yeah, it's a
Soto, for
volunteer
example,
opportunity.
you get Soto, she makes a field trip packet. She tells the kids to do a field trip packet, and what they do is, they don't go to school that day, they report to us. and it's a field trip.
It's a volunteer field trip.
That can be done.
Laura, is that allowed?
Yeah,
I mean, she works in a different system, but.
I do work in a different system. I don't,
I don't
based
think
on
Barbara
experience,
would.
I don't think
it's a
that's.
community engagement thing. It might, because they do that all the time with beach cleaning.
Not during school.
On
Saturdays,
weekends.
I feel like they
People
would
don't
have
do this.
problems with the hours though, so, I don't know. These
No,
people
we
still-
can-
Guys, if I could just add something here, try not to look at how it was done in the past.
Mhm.
Granted, yes, you guys did this in the past. The students of the past are not the students of today. We don't know what they have after school. We don't know what extracurriculars they have. Keep that in mind. You guys make your decisions, but keep that in mind.
Through the chair, if I can give my input, I think a Saturday works better just for the volunteers, but also families. With their timing and everything, because if there's school that day, there's less likelihood that they're gonna attend and it can get,
That's fine, it's all on the committee,
I-
the committee wants.
that's my,
Well, no,
I'd rather be safe than sorry,
yeah.
but once again, this is why we're here. You guys vote.
And then have the secondary date. There's always a backup
As
day in
Halloween.
case something happens as the Halloween day.
Correct.
And it has happened.
Hurricane
So we
season.
had the event on a Wednesday.
That's right.
That was when me and Tony set up the whole event by ourselves. Without the kids. And that's when I ripped my pants that day. And had to go home. But yeah, it's up to you guys. We could vote on them all together, but. If we wanna do that, we could have that on the list. As for, I believe, the 25th.
Well, let's just do the 25th.
As a Saturday?
Mhm.
That's the Saturday before.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same option.
It's up to you guys.
Cause if it starts raining or whatever, we actually have like the 31st as a backup for the update.
I mean,
If anything.
my opinion, I'm okay with the 31st. I think we can get it done. But. Have them come straight after school. So that's what I-
Yeah, I just think it's risky. But
We've done it with them before, but that's what I'm saying. But that's up to you guys. 'Cause we had everything basically set up the day before and laid out everything. And with how it was last year,
even
Something like.
even the tents were decorated already?
no, so what we did was when we used the community center, we laid everything out where it had to be and where it had to go, and when it was time to go,
Like, they just had to set it up
all
that
they had to
day
do
after.
was set it up
school.
right after school, and that was it.
Would we have the community center that, like, let's saying that we do it on the 31st, would we have the community center on the 30th?
There's no elections.
There is no election. There are, however, HOA meetings. There is karate, from 4:30 all the way
So
to
we
8
can't
o'clock.
cancel
But if
it
we
for that
block
day.
that now, if we block that date out
We're
now, we can't
really
move
far
anything
out.
now. I mean, we're like
It's,
6
it's,
months.
this is it's not a program. There's karate and dance that is brought to the residents by the town, but there is also a karate instructor who has his quote unquote dojo there. So this is his job. This is his, company.
On a Thursday night,
Yeah. And on a Friday too.
we can't, they can't move for another day, and you just talk to them.
That, Brian, all I could do is ask. I'm not 100% sure. Just put yourself in his shoes. Would you like for your company to get moved and have enough, they were,
Unfortunately, they're in a public building.
but they're contracted.
Yeah, okay.
They're contracted. They're,
And
that'll be difficult.
if it's on the 31st, you're proposing to set up the haunted house thing the day before?
It's just the terms.
The tarps, the actual decoration would still be done there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you
'cause
just
I'm
bring
just
everything.
thinking like vandalism. I don't know.
But
Well, with that, we usually bring out security.
What time?
So we'd have to staff somebody to be
We
there
don't stop.
all night.
It all depends who, if they,
So,
if, so,
We
if-
have had, remember that Light Effects who are pretty much the ones that we partner up with for the haunted house. They have brought in the past security guard. And what I can do in the past, which they have been tremendous, is ask my XPD to put a dummy car there. Just to kind of.
just
deter
have
people.
someone there. Or something. So, it's up to you guys.
And what time would the event start and what time would the volunteers have to be there if it was on the 31st?
If it was on the 31st, I would probably have them there literally after school, so probably.
I go straight. But
I don't think.
I mean, guys, I agree that it's gonna be, it's tricky, but
But we could
I
also move
also
the time
think
back.
that the turnout on actual Halloween,
It's gonna be
I
much
for
bigger.
sure is gonna be bigger by a lot.
Than a
Because
week
kids,
before,
people
bitch.
go out on Halloween, oh, where do we go, where do we go? Oh,
We
yeah,
got-
went by.
We have
Oxnard,
we have a
whatever.
prime day that we have right now for Halloween, and we're looking at, the other option is a week before. Ain't no one gonna go out a week before for Halloween. That's a whole week. It's not like it's a day or two, it's 6 days. The whole week. And remember what happens on the week before Halloween, people have their Halloween parties and don't show up anyway.
Mhm.
I'm just saying. I like the idea of having.
Can we hold off on the decision a month? So Ms. Soto just texted me and she said that the thing about having kids field trip to volunteer work during the day, that she would have to ask her assistant principal. And that's something she could probably let us know by next month, and that way, because how that works is she does the packet and she'll be there. And then the kids are there as under a field trip and they're allowed to miss school. She says that it could be possible, but
It's
that's
a
above her pay grade, so she wouldn't ask the higher ups.
So it's not 100%.
It's not 100%. I mean, she can let us know 100%. I'm sure she talks to her administration by, and I'm sure then if Goldman administration approves it, then the HMO administration will approve it and we can get the kids, but every school, it depends on she says every school is different. Every school has their own principal, their own principal that does what they want.
That's another thing.
So-
We just don't get children from Goldman.
Right.
We get from Jose Marti Mass, we've got from Pace.
But we just have, if we do it, then we just have to let them know what's going on, and this is what's gonna happen.
Like I said, that's why we're here, you guys make the choice.
Then we hold off on a month on it.
Sure.
I'm okay
Let
with
me
it.
just say one thing, I feel like some events need more people. This is one of those events that is gonna be good. But you don't like really need, like, you don't need to double the event, like, it's
There's a
already
need
a
for it.
really big event.
This is one of the busiest.
But I don't think it's the double why we're doing it too. First of all, it's Halloween on a Friday. I'm thinking about, we have a Friday. It's not like it's a Tuesday. Where Saturday's right before it, it's a week. If it was me, I wouldn't be going out to a Halloween event a week before Halloween. To be honest with you, it's not like your friends
I
throwing.
feel,
Yeah.
But that's when the people are gonna do the parties that Saturday before anyways. Like, 'cause when are you gonna do the party? You're not gonna do it on the day of. Unless you do it on the day of, like,
No, I get it, but I feel like it's gonna be more successful. It's Halloween night, it's different. The whole event's gonna be different, no matter how you put it.
I don't think,
Why don't we just, so maybe we can circle back the following event or the next month. We'll have a better understanding. I mean, keep in mind, this isn't just solely based off of what Ms. Soto was gonna say, so there are other schools who are going to have their kids go as well. But again, I wanna reiterate, this is why we are here. You guys make the decision.
So at the end of the day, if I'm being honest, even if, like, for example, we get a yes from Goldman and we get a good chunk of volunteers that could come during the day and. We could always fix hours if we have to, but we could still get volunteers after school. We've done that before too. Because at one point it was like, we had kids from Broward that were volunteering with us. That had the day off or didn't have the day off, and then the other kids came later. Or a half day or something happened, so. In my opinion, I think it's fine to do it on the Friday. I think it is possible. But it's a lot more work in a short amount of time, which you guys are always complaining too, that we come too early to set up anyway, and then people are setting up, so, or not setting up and sitting around. It'd be a good time to test that theory,
I said,
but I'm okay
we
with it.
can hold off a month.
Yeah.
To make the decision.
Yeah, like I
And
said,
better feeling.
we're just gonna circle back to this, for everything, for every date. For every date of the events that we have, we will do this for next month.
That's fine.
We can move forward.
We're good with that for now?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll table that. We'll move back to,
Fight for
no, public comments, so Lola can. We'll talk about the other events another day. We're just at the table. You wanna introduce yourself? Lola?
Okay, well, My name is Slova Kasani. I was just, recently, inducted. I go to police. I'm a junior and I look forward to being a part of this team. Well, already on this team, but look forward to. Yep.
Then we'll move on to item 4, adoption of minutes. I did skip that too, so please take a moment to read over the minutes. And feel free to make a motion once you think if there's anything that needs to be changed, or if you wanna do the motion that approve the minutes of presented. There's a motion and a second, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. Perfect, so we'll move on to old business, which is item 7, the time capsule. Any updates regarding that from the town area?
No, nothing,
Okay.
nothing with that.
From the last thing I heard, it's the same update that I had, I haven't heard anything. Regarding it, I just put it there just in case I did hear something. I was appointed, I guess, without me knowing, to a ad hoc committee for the 25-year anniversary. All the committee chairs were put on this committee. Still waiting to hear back because I asked when the dates are of the meetings. I have no idea.
Does it have to do with capsule?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's part of it because we're the ones that are handling the capsule, but then all the committee chairs are on one committee for the 25-year anniversary. So I'm guessing my input goes in for that.
Understood.
So we're waiting on that. So I have no updates on that. I
And the
guess
anniversary in June or? what was
they
it?
said we could do it at the end of the year from what we were told. So the anniversary, yes, it's not a certain day, but we have the whole year 2025 to actually do it. So.
Got
I did mention that they like the idea, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think it's time we start actually, like,
Doing it.
we've been talking about it for like 3 months. I
The
think it's
town
time we
was
start
telling
doing
us they were gonna approve stuff and we haven't heard back. We don't know how much money we could use for.
No, remember, if I do recall correctly, at that point, money wasn't gonna be too much of an issue. Being that we did discuss the actual time capsules, some of them were plain Jane, the other one had, what it was called,
The little
it.
capsule
And you told me that they
inside
like
the
the capsule, that
They
people could
loved
buy.
it, they loved it, they thought it was a great idea by everyone here.
So maybe we could start the process of purchasing it,
Yeah,
maybe making some graphics that we could distribute to the communities, letting them know we're setting the capsules.
did I also mention to you guys, and just correct me here, because I don't remember too well, did we mention something about, that they wanna make it, more towards youth?
Yes,
Okay, okay.
so we could sell them to like families, for kids. I mean, if anyone buys it, that's not, doesn't have kids, if they buy it, they buy it. So,
Great idea.
And we reserve a couple of the boxes for the committee.
we can
Yeah,
have one
we'll
for
buy
each
them
committee,
for that.
depending on which box we get and how many boxes are in it, how many count.
Team, what I could do is I could, I'll make sure for the next meeting to have some kind of information.
Yeah, let us know how big they are, how much space is it, how many tablets are gonna be in each box, in the box itself, maybe we do 2 boxes, you don't have to do only one. Maybe a box, 2 boxes of them, depending on. How much space, because if we're doing like, let's say 150 tablets and. They're a little box like this, I don't think.
Yeah,
it's gonna
how
work.
much did you put it in, maybe a photo and, or maybe a USB.
That'd be cool,
The USB is a smart one.
but at that point, those probably will be extinct in 25 years ago. Very true, they will. Might be using.
So add the USB and the computer in there just in case.
Gnarly.
A brand new
That's not a
MacBook.
bad idea, just have a box with a computer in it, this is for the USBs in that box. Oh, that was me, because mine was going off too at the same time.
So yeah, I would, when we get back to the next meeting, I'll make sure I have some information about that.
Yeah, so, but we'd also have to figure out how much we are gonna sell the tablets, and how much each spot is gonna cost, things like that. We could also just cover the cost of everything. We're gonna put our logo on there too, the town's logo. Did they make a special logo for the 25-year?
Not to my knowledge.
They need to because Hialeah made one and theirs looks awesome for their 100 year.
Really?
And if you look at their entrance to Hialeah, they have a giant light up one that they put on the building. They bought a whole sign for it. For their 100 year anniversary. If you drive down Okeechobee Road. It's very pretty. So yeah, so I think that if you can get that info for us for the time capsule,
Yes.
and we can move forward in that. Next is item 8, Spring Fling. This is our next event next month. Literally in a month. I think it's the 19th, right?
Mhm.
So all hands on deck. I will not be there unfortunately. I know Officer Amador will not be there unfortunately. So the committee needs to work together on this one. Ernie, any updates?
So. Just to kind of go over what we have in terms of sponsorships. We do have Specialty Smiles. We do have Dental Alliance. Dental Care Alliance, excuse me, and we also have. Bite Pediatrics, as well as Joe DiMaggio. Remember, when it comes to doing an event that is more children based, we say Joe DiMaggio.
That's true.
I mean, that's what they wanted, so we gotta honor that, which is no problem. So that's what we have right now. Now, on to better news. I'm waiting back. I should get something by tomorrow, hopefully. From Miami Lakes Auto Mall. I should get back something tomorrow from Prestige Windows and Doors. And hopefully with the amount of, and the grants. And hopefully with that amount, if they decide to jump on board for this event, we can go ahead and provide the monies for what we were missing, which would be the pony rides and the petting zoo and the face paint.
So, but it's also come to my attention, I remember we had updates with that regarding a way that we could pay for the pony rides without us paying for it. I heard about it, and you aren't gonna escape it from me because I agree with it.
Yeah, but it stops right here. Unfortunately, I had to bring it up to my my director, and my director is.
But why? No, we need an explanation because if our committee votes on it, then there shouldn't be a problem because other committees.
This is about the beer.
Yes.
So can you tell the committee what it was?
Yeah, so, we were. Officer Amador, myself and Oscar from Family Food Trucks were doing a walkthrough, earlier this week. I believe it was on Tuesday. And Officer Amador, kind of, mentioned, hey, Ernie, what's going on with, the face painting and all that, whatever. And I explained to them what's going on. It's a lucrative amount of money, to be quite honest with you. A total of $6,000, close to $7,000
For the ponies.
for those 3 items is ridiculous. Ridiculous. In fact, if you want to put it even in better terms, that's more than a title sponsor. Think about that for a second. That's more than a title sponsor. So we spoke about this in the past, and I did tell All-Star Events that we're gonna hold off on it. Because we don't have the money for it right now, at the moment, So Oscar was listening to the back and forth, and Oscar decided to step in and says, listen, I will pay. I will take care of all the expenses for the painters, the pony rides, and the petting zoo. If I am allowed to sell beer. And so I said, man, that's awfully tempting. What I could do, the best I can do, I can't say yes or no to this. What I will do is I'll take it back and I'll speak. I spoke. And the reason why it was a no, a flat no, was because they cannot foresee a child-based event selling alcohol. Not only that, they cannot see how a committee that is mostly based on children, And so please don't take that in, you know, in any disrespect. I know you guys are young adults, but they still, you know, remember the age range here. You guys are still considered children, and they do not see where how that can hold any water. You know what I'm saying? I do understand where they're getting at. Ultimately, the idea was phenomenal. I would have loved to have done it. I even expressed myself and I try to tell them, you know, try to go beyond seeing what the children and the adults are gonna vote on. They're doing it for this, because we're lacking this, okay? So immediately following my discussion, we went on to something else, which at the moment I do not want to discuss until I am told for sure that something is gonna happen. We'll get to that on another time, but as for now, unfortunately, it's a no.
So what I'm gonna do is, as an appointed committee member by the council, I will be going to each council member to talk about it, because I don't think that the town should be making our decisions. We're a committee, and we should be voting on our own stuff. So I don't think that they should be voting on what our event should and should not have.
There are certain things that,
There are certain things that we could vote on, and then they could tell us why and stuff like that, and they shouldn't be making that decision for us, if I'm being completely honest with you, and if the council doesn't want it, then I'd understand. I'm gonna go to each council member and let them know what's going on with the town above us. And let them know that they're making decisions with the committee, for the committee, without the committee knowing about it. Because that's not right.
And to the chair, I guess just to add some extra more, details. The original reasoning, when I first heard about this too was, well, we saw alcohol 4th of July, which is also
A
a
family.
family event, right? So, that was that's what justified it to me.
I don't think anyone's.
That I thought, well, you know what, I don't have a problem with a couple beers being sold. If it's gonna make us $6,000 when a 4th of July event, which there's no couples going alone rarely, like it's a family, you see kids running everywhere, they even have like games for the kids. To me, it's really no different. I guess this is a little bit more focused on kids, but to me,
It's a
a
family.
lot of the same audience that goes to 4th of July is gonna come to this. So that was my that I thought, well, you know what, it's not too
And
bad.
it's not like we have a bar, guys. It's not hard liquor. It's not anything that's gonna make people belligerent. That's just my opinion.
Kind of a strange, this is a beer food truck, right?
No, it's a local
Or-
business. It's a brewery.
What if it's like, no.
And it's not selling beer bottles or beer cans.
No,
It's
no.
literally them
Buckets.
pouring it into cups.
What if he were to give vouchers to go there? To have beers at his restaurant, and that way it's not on site.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, no, he's selling
But
it
he's
then.
he wants to make
right,
money.
yeah.
yeah,
instead of
he
selling
has,
it there.
he
He
would have
wants
to
to
sell
do
it
it
there.
there, yeah.
This is not
It's for the
he doesn't own a
Got it.
restaurant or
Got
anything
it.
of that nature.
But honestly, I don't see a problem with it. It's like, you go to the park on a family party or something, and people are gonna hang out and drink a beer and hang out. I don't think people are gonna get drunk at a kids event. And if they get drunk, after we ask them to leave, and that's it. But I don't think that's gonna happen in a span of 3 hours. Where someone's gonna drink that much beer to get drunk.
The reality is, if that's not happening the 4th of July, which is a night event, a long event, is definitely not gonna happen.
During the day.
It doesn't even happen at Food and Wine.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
alcohol.
that's right.
So-
My mom was saying
But yeah,
that.
that's the thing. I don't like that the town is deciding stuff for us without asking us first.
So that's what's going on. And so with the new. It isn't 100%. Obviously, we have to see what they're going to offer. The three latest sponsorship. People or companies that decided to be a part of it. We'll see what they offer.
So far, what we have for the spring event is the eggs,
And that's
and
it,
that's about it.
because we planned on this.
Unless we go back to selling tickets.
We did that last year,
It
right?
was a mess though. That-
It is very messy, but.
By
it
them,
really
by
is.
them
It
taking it
wasn't
over,
much.
by them taking it over, they take over all the logistics of it. So it makes, that's what we've been doing with our events, even with like Halloween and certain things. They've taken that burden off of the committee to make it, so we could focus on the bigger things on the event.
Now, speaking a little more, with Oscar. He did mention that he knows a company or companies that do this type of thing, the petting zoo, the painters and all that stuff. And he found, I did show what quotes were given to me by a local Miami Lakes company, which is the one we've used in the past 2-3 years. As you guys already know, you guys have seen it yourself, it is super expensive. It is super, it is beyond what we have. And I don't like going into personally, because I'm having all the monies, I'm making sure that we don't go over the budget. I hate having to go into a company, scratching at the point of reaching the limit. I don't like that. I prefer having $1,000 remaining. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel better. In case we have any emergencies, we have that money to fall back on. You understand? So, he did mention that he has some companies that he is aware of, that he knows that they do this kind of service. He's going to get back to me, with a quote. He did mention that it would be fairly cheaper than what has been thrown at me.
But
Thrown at us.
I still think we need to pursue that offer, the beer company, because I don't think that's an issue, it's a local company, by the way. It's not like it's a big global company, no, it's a local company down here. So, I don't know, it's up to you guys. I'm gonna go talk to the council members anyway, because I don't agree, and this has happened before where the town is making decisions without the committee knowing anything. And I think the committee needs to be informed when we're offered something or we're talking about something, because we vote on stuff for a reason. For that, we're not even a committee, and if they're gonna make or take away our vote anyway, so. I think that's a huge issue.
Any opinions? Any thoughts?
Well, I was just thinking, what if you were to kind of downgrade instead of pony rides, just a petting zoo? Wouldn't that
Or
bring the
like
cost
just
down?
face painting or.
Absolutely.
just-
I'm okay with
So,
Like,
only rides, I'd rather have the petting. one.
like they just.
I mean,
have the
we did speak
bunnies,
about this last time, and I think everybody did agree that face painters would be it
I love the pepper.
over the pony ride.
Right,
But keep in mind that when you eliminate the pony ride, you're also eliminating the petting zoo.
Pig petting zoo.
I was gonna say.
What
you
if we
can't
just
have
bring in the
petting
cows
zoos
first
without the pony rides? I believe they have enough.
You bring Highland.
I'm not, well, Laura, remember,
They're all fluffy.
with the company that we've done in the
You have to
past,
go through,
I think so, I think so. What I can do is I can revisit with them.
okay,
And keep in mind, it was 2880. You wanna round it off, it's 3,000
right,
for the petting zoo and the pony ride, and it's 2550, I'm sorry. It's 2880 for the face painters. It's $695 per face painter. And then it's 25.
For how many hours?
Well, the duration of the event.
and you guys have done this before where it's having like local art clubs and things like that do face painting is a mess.
Local
Why-
art clubs.
Why can't
That's
we
not
talk to
bad,
like
yeah.
painting with a twist or
We
something?
discussed this last time, and we don't wanna take any fault if we have a child, a student,
We do waivers.
doesn't necessarily
That's
do
what
that.
you need to sign a waiver for.
For any incidents or anything of that nature, we don't wanna be
So there's
responsible.
contact, like,
Correct.
okay.
They are working in the child's space.
Yeah. So like an allergy,
So what Robin and I had spoken of when Oscar did mention that he may have. The company to do this was to speak to the face painters and ask to just limit it to like 3 or 4 face painters, a face painting. So you could either have a butterfly, an elephant, an Easter egg, or I don't know, or something else, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't know, anything, but just limit it to only 4 options for the child.
Just paint an egg, make them an egg.
Two boys, a two boy themed painting, or a 2 girl themed painting.
okay. No, I was just trying to
No, no,
see
no, your whole
like
face. This is what you-
eliminating one of them, but
Something small, quick, so if we get more.
Yeah, so you
Oh, wait,
figure,
just put a wait,
within an hour, you're looking
I
at,
like the idea,
you're
though.
hoping within an hour that 4 face painters could cover.
Yeah.
Maybe 50 to 100 kids per hour,
We need like 20 of them, man.
you know what I'm saying? That would be about, that's what we mostly look for. So we'll see.
We might have an emergency meeting for this.
I feel like it sounds.
That, the vice chair will have.
Headed that way. I will.
Sorry.
so. What's the next step?
I'm gonna go argue with the town. that's
I'm
all.
waiting on Oscar to see
Okay.
what Oscar brings to the table.
Like, I have to
And I'm
argue.
also waiting for the three potential sponsorships, see what they could bring.
I spoke with, Elevate, the meeting with them.
Okay.
And they were very interested and I emailed them the package. But I haven't heard anything and you haven't heard anything.
I have not heard anything from
But
them.
they were extremely, interested, especially that it's not Sunday,
Right.
even though they have stuff on Saturday, but it's not Sunday, the main event day.
Okay.
Why aren't we
I
on
have a
fire?
last question. Are we obligated to use this company because they're like a pre-approved by the?
They're local, and they've used it in the past. We don't have to use it. We don't have to use them. When
Oh, for the petting.
when I began my tenure with the town, this is what was told to me, hey, listen. The town preferred, which is good, it's understandable, you wanna use a local company.
We can
to do
prefer all
certain
we want,
things.
but they don't wanna
This is
raise
for the
it.
petting zoo and the pony.
If I'm being honest with you, if they don't wanna raise our budgets, then we gotta go cheap.
I'm sorry, through the chair, is this the same company?
That's
Who have for 2 or 3 years consecutively broken down
Yes.
on us, showed up late?
Yes,
That to me is unacceptable, like, we gave them a second chance and it happened again.
Yeah.
So to me, I draw the line right there. And that's it, we need to go to another vendor because they're charging ridiculous prices and they're not meeting the standards of service that they're promising, so. We've had the ponies show up an hour late.
I was there, I saw it.
Yeah, we were there, so to me,
So wait-
you know, this is the
Two
second
flat-
time
two
this has
flat
happened, and it's always a
tires.
flat tire, I don't
Yeah.
understand how you can get a flat tire 2 years on a row in the same event for the same day. So. to me-
Oh, at one point, they brought us chickens with no feathers. I will never forget
So
that
to
day.
me-
Can you remember that day? or
You know, I haven't been the most satisfied with the service of that company, so I would,
We looked at the chicken, we're like,
I would
No,
rather
that's
have another
fair.
company.
I have an idea. Can they give us a credit this year since they've broken down 2 years in a row?
I doubt it.
we didn't ask for that in the past, we should have. Keep in mind that the company that we use. It's a third, what do you call it? A third party.
Okay.
So what they do is they have to contract another group of people. I would love to know who they are. Cause I'm sure if I would have, go through them, it'll be much cheaper. Cause keep in mind, if Moritz is the one who owns the petting zoo and the pony rides. And Brian is coming to me at the company,
Share.
I have to say, hey. This guy wants it on this day, how much you charge? Okay, listen, I'm not gonna tell you how much he charges, I'm gonna tell you how much I'm gonna charge. He's gonna get his pay and I'm gonna get my pay.
Yeah.
So you're paying double for that service, right?
Exactly.
If you guys want, so what I'll do is, do you guys want me to wait until Oscar gives me back any, a response, or do you want me to immediately start looking for another?
It doesn't hurt to get quotes, it doesn't hurt to, so I think let's start looking. And we'll get.
What do they do with the
some quotes.
ponies out of Amelia Earhart? Whose ponies are those?
What ponies?
It's,
Oh, the ones in the barn.
I think
No,
it's
there's
their-
ponies that run around in their field out there.
No,
They have a pony area.
I say.
my dad actually used to work at Amelia Earhart.
You have
so
the
I can
petting zoo
ask
and then
what
right
they
outside
do.
that petting zoo, there's a whole fence
And
there.
another thought,
Yeah.
through the chair, another thought is that there's no reason we need one company that does, there's no reason we need one company that does like the face painting is a separate company, right? So the only thing that this company is doing is the pony and the petting, that's it.
And the face painters.
They do a face painting shoot. That's all I was gonna say. There's no reason that we need one company to do all that. It may be way cheaper to get one face painting company. The petting zoo and the ponies,
And
I'm sure
honestly,
can be the same since they
You
do
might be
animals,
getting more
but
quality by doing that too, because you have someone that focuses on ponies and someone that focuses on the petting zoo, and then you have someone that's.
No, but keep in mind that,
That was-
keep in mind when you, as a third party, you're not gonna call the pony people to do face painting.
No, I'm talking about like, let's say, for example, the ponies come with the animals all together, right?
Yeah.
Let's say they're the same people. You might get quality from someone that focuses mainly on petting zoos or someone that focuses mainly on ponies. You won't get the ponies that.
my point is that for the face painting, we could also search for another quote and maybe that combo is cheaper. Maybe they're overcharging us for the face painting. We don't, you know,
They
what's
100% are.
right.
Yeah.
So maybe by going with a different company that charges a more realistic price, we don't have to pay these people.
I'm sure there's a bunch of party companies out there that we could talk to that might do it. I might have one, I could make a call, I have.
Who is the
family
people who
friends
do the
that
face
really
painting
own
at the
Party company.
pumpkin patch?
Oh.
They have a face painting station there. When they do the pumpkin patch at the church, they have one
They
there
used to
every
have a
Saturday.
petting zoo too.
The Methodist Church?
Yep. They have a face painting person. So maybe them and they only do face paint.
But yeah, I'm fine with that, finding a different vendor, because one year they brought chickens with no feathers.
Hey, Rob, Rob, can you do me a
That was the
favor,
worst
and
thing
have a
in the
little
world.
chat, can you?
There was a
shoot me
deadly
little
chicken
text
one
over
time.
to Hospital.
You remember the featherless chicken?
Yes.
They were
I
horrible.
haven't talked to
They're
him.
like bleeding.
No, I'm saying. can you
Had no
shoot the
feathers?
text over? I already did one, but I don't know, anyone, try again.
Where's
They
this like
should be
this?
getting, they should be getting me that quote today, but they never did.
Yeah.
So if you
Some
don't
like
mind.
cow ones. And a llama.
For those quotes, if
They
we're
look like
gonna
cows.
start looking at quotes, is that something that we all can do or?
If you like,
Yeah, we have the cow.
if you like, it'll, I mean, breaking this job in 3 or 4
Once they
pieces.
get the animals.
Yeah.
We'll get it quicker, right?
Have you seen their petting zoo?
And do we send that to
It's
you?
crazy.
Please,
Yeah, let's see what we can get down there.
as a matter of fact, if anybody is interested in doing this, or what Pilar was mentioning, you can have them send a quote to me. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm gonna look into a party company that I know too and see how much they would charge.
Okay.
They're a close family friend. They do like giant, they actually do events for like famous people. So I
Well,
can talk to
that's
them.
gonna be expensive, man. They get-
I mean, they might do a favor. I'll check. See what they quote and see, or see if they have any connections. You never know. They might have connection with their companies and stuff.
Probably,
You can ask.
yeah, sure.
'Cause they do have little babies and little kids, so they might know some people. Yeah, I think, okay, and then what are we, or how are we doing on eggs?
No, eggs is fine. That's been taken care of. That was taken care of a while back. We have no problems with that.
Did we ever decide how many volunteers we need?
You said 70.
75.
I didn't say 75.
Yes, you did.
I said like 100.
committee said 75.
You
I
did.
don't want it more.
No, you said 750,000.
We said 75.
What are we gonna, do we
It's-
already
it's
have
al-
a
it's
flyer?
al- It's already opened. The flyer will be, it's already been generated. We were just waiting on a couple of things. As a matter of fact, tonight, I will be sending out the email to go ahead and launch the flyer. So yes, it'll be up
Can you
and
write
running
that
by
out to
tomorrow.
all of us once it's ready, the flyer?
Sure.
We can share it. Also, I don't know why I can't share any of the posts of the town posts, so. Whenever they have like a story, I can't share it. I guess so. I guess they don't like me. Well, I do yell at them a lot, so. All right, I think we're okay on spring cleaning. Who's gonna be there that day?
So far, so good. Good start.
We show up to every other meeting, and get out of.
Why?
Even before she was a committee member, she showed up. there.
That was dark a little quick.
Depending on what time they put me on a flight, I may or may not be there. Probably not though.
No.
I'll be flying back to Miami that day, so.
Listen,
That week is my spring break.
That's your place.
keep it, listen, just wanna make it very clear. We all have our lives to live. We all have, functions with our family. We all have functions with our friends. Trust me when I tell you, I totally get it. And I'm mostly saying it to the 2 new members. I don't want you guys to think that I'm like that, because I'm not.
But don't miss every event. please.
But yeah, but he, on the other hand, you might wanna be careful.
Oh,
Tread lightly with this guy.
I'm not afraid to go remove people. Or try to remove people.
He's not.
But those that have been here for a long time, I am not afraid to get people removed from this committee. If you go on the bad side of the committee, I will go after you.
Moving on,
Actually, I have
You see
a
it?
question. Are we gonna be able to go, I know we closed public comments, right? Well, no, never mind, never mind.
Talk, go ahead. No, you got the floor now. Vale.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it later.
What later? Do we have?
I'm like, let's keep going. let's keep going.
Moritz, can you speak to Renee Garcia's office, please? Thank you,
My
ma'am.
connections.
We need that. Oscar's taking care of the, well, we will have the music. He's also bringing, later for after the Easter hunt. He's gonna have, which he did last year. He had somebody doing, little dances for the kids to teach them how to dance and stuff like that on stage. He's also gonna have if the music doesn't seem like it is too, we don't want it blaring either, but if it's not enough power for what we're offering, he can bring in some more power for you know, the stage.
Thank God, because one time I'll never forget that Easter egg hunt where you're gonna hear the music. We had that one we were,
It's
one,
like-
one year we were too loud. And we had the residents
Yeah,
next door
it
come
was-
complain
it
to us,
was-
and I told them to get out of my face.
Is somebody
Um,
dressing up as a rabbit?
You.
or bunny?
So
I am.
I'm glad you
I'll
brought,
do it.
I'm glad you brought that up. We're gonna have, and I think we discussed this, that's, because I didn't put this in my head. Weren't we gonna have two dressed and we were gonna rotate?
Yes, we gotta have Moritz for his last event.
Would you
No,
like
we need
to?
the new,
Oh.
the new
The
members.
new ones.
Well, the only one that's gonna be there is Sabrina.
Oh,
It's
dang.
like a slight form of phasing.
I had to do it right one.
We, yeah.
Would you guys like to have one of the rabbits,
Did actually.
No, we did
one of the
this year.
rabbits sitting at a chair taking pictures by the
I'm okay to have multiple
Photo-
buddies walking around. We have 6 of them around here.
and then maybe when that person takes a break,
It's a rabbit.
we can have the next person walk around and just
Yeah.
take pictures around the park with the.
And I'm pretty sure
I
sometimes
want- I
Constantly
want-
Smiles brings her own too.
I think we should have a
They
bunny
did last year.
with the.
Bunny?
They brought a bunny last year.
Really?
Specialty
Through the
Smiles.
chair, I think we should have a bunny when we're releasing the people
When we were.
On the stage.
on the stage, when
Not,
we're doing the countdown for the eggs. I think we should just have a bunny be part of our experience, so as we're counting down, okay, ready, 5, 4, the bunny's up there.
5, 4, 3, 2.
No, the bunny knows how. But the bunny up there, the bunny making moves, you know, it's like, and then the bunny once. And when the kids release, when the kids start going around, the bunny goes out, the photographer's gonna eat it up with the
Throws eggs at
photos, the
people.
bunny walking.
Yeah.
while the kids are taking it.
So you actually brought up a good point. Are we having golden eggs? again? I'm sorry? The golden eggs again? That was cool when we had them before.
I like that, the people are gonna be looking for the eggs.
Let me.
And those we throw
I-
out after it starts. We just throw them randomly.
I won't, I don't wanna promise you that we will, let me see what I can do.
Get some of the
I
restaurants.
can
to
tell
sponsor.
you off rip that Starbucks will be in to always donate $4 or $5, $10 cards. which
But
is-
we have a
which is
bunch of
like a
new, we
drink.
have a bunch of new restaurants that maybe we could talk to.
Sure.
Let's see, they don't, that could be just their little sponsor, they wanna give a few.
You guys wanna, if any of you guys have,
Tellers might throw them too.
does Chela's have their own gift cards?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Oh, yeah.
Or even like a
Or
coupon.
Flanagan's.
Flanagan's.
Flanagan.
This for the golden eggs?
Oh, I have a contact, I know someone who has a
Las
contact at
Vegas, we have
Flanagan's,
now.
and Flanagan's likes giving out gift cards.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
they do.
Or the coins.
They're coins.
What is
They
that?
give you like free food.
Yeah, but the points is.
Instead of a gift card, it's like a coin, it's like a voucher.
The points is-
The certificate.
Well, that's true. That is true. You're absolutely right.
Coins are awesome.
Well, there's another point that they give out. There's another point that they give out that we will not discuss with Flanagan, it's
I do.
for grown-ups, that kind of reason.
I don't know what that coin is, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I only got my honor roll.
It's okay, yeah, you don't get it in honor rolls.
I got free food on my birthday, so pretty cool. All I know from Flanagan's are little punch cards that you go there and after a certain point, you get a free drink.
They have the new little kazoo pizza.
Yes.
All right, so
I think we're good on spring fling for now.
we are.
Please. Everyone has that all hands on deck. Unfortunately, I won't be there. Depending on what time my flight is to get back home, may get the end of it, and I'll probably be half asleep, so.
Do the absence rule apply to events?
It used to, I don't know if they're gonna do that again, but I believe it used to be that you couldn't miss over 50% of the events. But we don't have that many events
We
anymore.
haven't even really talked about that.
We've eliminated
That's a good
the
idea to
events.
talk about.
I haven't talked about it.
I think,
Yeah, we have like
I think it should. count.
But I think I think it's all together with attendance, but yeah, right, that should be. talked
It should
about.
definitely count for attendance, because that's
It used to.
part of what we do.
Pero they keep saying that because here in the, when you have an actual meeting, because if you can't vote, and all that part, they haven't talked anything about.
But remember, it all
Outside
depends too,
events.
because some of the committees only have one event a year. So if someone can't make it, then they're on a committee.
50% of the event.
That's the thing. But
100% of the.
it used to help us because our committee used to have 15 events a year.
Right, if the
Yeah.
expectation is
No, we're like,
to,
fine,
to
right.
do the events, then it should be included in the attendance rule as well.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So we could get rid of some people in here that don't show up to events. No, I'm
I
kidding.
mean, it has nothing to do, it has nothing to do with just getting, it
Yeah,
has
so
nothing to do with
that's-
getting rid of people. I
that's
think it's fair, right? I think
Correct.
it's fair, you
I
know,
think it's fair.
attending the meetings are fantastic, but when we really need you,
You-
you're
your
not
hands-
around.
Exactly, that's, I'm just giving my 2 cents.
Yeah, no, I agree. I could bring that up in the next. board meeting.
So there's nobody's mentioned it.
I should have mentioned it, I forgot.
But if Brian does have a point, if you have certain committees that only do 1 or 2 a year.
Right,
It might just have to be our committee rule.
I think we should have it.
Or let's say a committee that has more than 3 or 4 events a year or something like that. I think we're good when it comes to Springfield one.
Yes, guys, whoever's
Wear
gonna
your
help,
committee shirts, please.
whoever's gonna help out with the, with, finding or getting a quote for the pony rides, and please don't forget, okay? I'm gonna do mine, I'm gonna do my part. You guys can, please,
Yes.
it'll be.
Oh, and I still need a shirt. I never got the shirt from you because you didn't have no for this. Or did?
I did.
Oh, I didn't. I'm lost. I guess I didn't.
And don't
Oh,
forget,
yeah, I did. I have it on.
and don't forget the stage, Morris.
Yes, I'll send an email tomorrow.
So, yeah, so. We're good there. These were your committee shirts. If you don't have one, talk to Ernie, so we can get you
I
one.
know there's an adult small. Did anybody, you got one already, right? No?
No.
Did you get one already, Sue?
You asked me, but I didn't actually get it.
Okay. I'll have to,
If you need one.
I'll have to make a purchase.
Just order a bunch.
Did I give somebody an adult medium that we're gonna give it to Lola? No, or give it to Sabrina? Something like that? No,
Maybe you gave.
I'll
I
check.
think it was for Melanie. Which.
Was it for, oh, it was for
Melanie
Melanie.
got
It
her.
was for Melanie. My apologies. Girls, I'll make sure to get yours. I know I've got your sizes already. I'll make sure to get yours.
Where is Melanie? She said she was coming. Put
Oh, no,
Melanie,
she coming in.
put Melanie as an absence, please. Okay, so I think we're good there. On spring fling, anything else? Anyone has any questions or concerns or what's going on? We know what time to be there? Ernie, what time?
I'm sorry,
Is
what was
the
that?
committee getting there?
The event starts at 9:30. It ends at 1. I think that we should all get there between 8:30 and 9. Number one, to showcase.
I would say
Number,
8:30, not even that.
Oh, wait,
Maybe
Angelica
30
said
minutes before
seven,
the
we said
event.
7:30 last meeting.
it's 7:30. We arrive at
Yeah,
7:30
we get there.
along with the children?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, no, the
No,
children get there
children get there
at
like
8,
8:30, yeah.
yeah, 8:15.
that's fine by me. That's fine by me.
Get the committee there first so we can set. Figure things out.
That's fine by me. That's fine. So my bad. I do know that the event, guys, starts at 9:30, ends at 1. We're gonna give it a buffer of 1:30. We don't tell them. Just in case if there's a line of 10 or 12, should we get the rides
We
and
already know
the
the food
payers?
trucks are gonna stay there after anyway.
They do. They did stay there for a couple hours and, you know, I'm sure that the stage is gonna provide them with entertainment.
And also, they're gonna say, we don't buy lunch for the volunteers out there. It's not enough of that.
I don't believe that it is necessary
We could get waters, we don't need.
Pastelito.
for the simple reason, guys, and see if you guys agree with me or not. The work that they do,
It's not-
it isn't that very hard.
It's nothing compared to.
Number one, number two, por la mañana, you're looking at, you're talking about very early in the morning. It isn't as bad as if we were to start an event at
They're
noon.
throwing eggs.
Precisely. So definitely, I will bring water, I will have Gatorades. And I'm looking to maybe get granola bars, like some kind of little, snack bar, if that's okay with you
Chips or
guys.
whatever, something.
Sure, that'll work
But
too.
we don't need pizza, we don't need buns,
I don't think it's necessary, I really don't. But again. Again,
Do we have the posts for where everybody's going to?
Oh, can we get new signs? Is it too late for that?
I use
Our sign, oh yeah, we got them last year. I forgot. Oh, the age group signs, those things are.
Well, let's hurry up, this guy's,
Tiene sueño.
yeah, bro,
Lack of.
he's unwired, bro.
So, well, we'll discuss that in the emergency meeting, like our posts, like who's at the check-in, who's at, well, we first need to see the pony ride.
Well, that
Correct.
yeah, we're probably gonna have to have an emergency meeting.
Listen, I'll just say here, within, I'm hoping by next week. And we're really liking for it to be tomorrow. Well, I'm hoping by next week I have some kind of response as to what I need for, you know, those 3 items. And if we do, I'll reach out to Brian and we will, you know, we will, come up with an emergency.
And if I'm even here, I leave here on April 6th or April 5th, so if anything, our vice
Okay.
chair will host a meeting.
That's fine.
Any other questions? I don't think so, so we'll move on to sponsorships, same thing every day, every meeting. We need sponsors, especially the new members. I know you guys are young, so it's harder for high school students to get sponsors, but.
It is.
Know anyone that's looking to sponsor events or wanna help us get sponsors? What do you know?
I don't know mom's job, she does sponsorships, I know she did, actually, her job did sponsorships for the pigs when she was done at Pace, so.
If she wants to jump
Yeah.
in, sure. Well,
Yeah, Lola, if you'd like, I could send
Just
you.
let her know that we get over 20-30,000 people. every week.
Well,
I'll hand you
Just throw
the,
that in there.
I'll send you the sponsorship packet, Lola,
That
and
helps you.
give it to your mom if she's interested.
We're good there. Any announcements? Anyone do anything interesting with their life personally? No? Anyone?
No announcements personal wise, but I would like to say something else, if I can, regarding, our partnership with Oscar. According to what he mentioned, he has something in mind for the December event, something
Big.
extraordinary,
Massive.
extraordinary. That's all I can say at this point. But
Wow.
we have yet to see Oscar fail us. So I wouldn't put it I wouldn't put it past him to do this. And let's just say he mentioned lights, a lot of lights.
So, yeah, that's what I've been wanting.
If it's a nose, because the town's gonna shut it down. Not because of,
Rob,
They always
I
shut
gotta
up.
put it out there, because
I know, bro, I know, this.
This-
Remember where we're at, man, it's tough, it's sometimes not that easy.
in December, has to be
The
for
town shuts down.
holiday, Christmas.
They don't like anything fun.
Oh, man.
No helicopter for Brian.
Yeah, no helicopter, what is it, bro? They did it once and never again. I didn't get it once. At least I got it. At least I got them to give it to me one time. I got the helicopter one time. though. Hey,
Sorry, I
I can
brought it
still
up.
get that helicopter for a great price. I know the pilot and I know the business that did it for us, so. I have that contact if we ever need it. I went to school with him. The pilot. He took on the family business.
Another announcement?
Anything else? Moritz, you got anything? Ariana?
I graduated in May, but that's like in May.
That's rare.
Right there, that's right, Ed, man.
Angelica, nothing, you're
Nothing.
boring. Gabby?
The only one he's called boring.
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 I know.
Boring for.
I know to my left, there are 3 who are really looking forward to, come June, right? That's great,
May 31st.
May 27th.
really?
See
Okay.
that?
Oh.
If I may ask, since we're on that top, are you, Moritz, are you leaving immediately?
August, probably September, late August.
Where are you
No,
going? to
you're
school?
staying,
I'm
Angie,
staying, yeah.
are you leaving immediately?
No, I'm leaving in August, but
Okay.
no.
Okay. Well, I don't think we have any other seniors. in
So-
here right now.
I declare that next meeting, we bring cake. To
Well, hello.
to celebrate. It's a
Wow,
dessert.
okay, then, you know what? All right, yeah, that's fine.
Hey,
I'll bring it.
Sabrina, you don't have anything? Amador, you have
Let's
anything?
have it at Chella's, let's have a meeting at
Amador, we're gonna have a party.
Chella's.
Amador, you have anything exciting?
Celebrate.
A lot
Lola?
of construction in my house, that's not exciting.
No?
Sorry?
The French National Honor Society.
Wait, They have a French national.
Yes, they do, what pace is?
Oui.
We. Back then, we made songs.
You know what?
Yeah, I know.
That's why they have it.
Already there. That's great, good for you, congrats. Is that the only national honor society that you're in, or you're in? Okay, well, good for you.
I got nothing. I would.
Lovely, exciting.
One thing real quick, for the next regular scheduled committee meeting, it's supposed to land, I believe, on the 16th or 17th, we're gonna move it to the 24th.
20.
Anyone?
24, wait, yeah. hold
The
on.
24th.
From the 17th to the 24th.
Yeah.
The 24th, which by the way is take your child to work.
Ah.
I will be going to work with my.
Aw.
The 20 you said the 20 the 24, right?
Secret senior skip day.
I think-
Well, so I mean, but it also makes sense to do it that day. I won't be here either way for the meeting if it was on the.
Better, better.
24th.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Wait,
And
really?
wait, there's other reasons too. It's because we could also discuss sprinkling after.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna be there on the 17th either.
Tienen mucho ahí.
Honestly, having the meeting 2 days before sprinkling and do nothing for it.
Okay, the 24th.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you guys are okay with that,
Yeah.
I'm for it. It works for me.
Grad Bash is on the 25th.
I don't care.
That's
Okay,
I just remembered.
Okay.
anything else? I know
Cranky.
you were saying some stuff earlier.
I thought you were gonna say your big.
Yeah, what is it?
A big announcement? Oh, there's no announcement.
Oh, no.
We're good.
Sabrina,
It was
has an
a
announcement.
teaser.
She did something very exciting in Tallahassee.
Oh.
I actually said that
She
last
said
meeting,
last
but
meeting.
Oh,
I mean,
was I
it's
here?
nothing, it's nothing
Yes.
necessarily new, it was just that I came back like 2 weeks ago
Oh,
from the,
Okay.
so.
Oh,
You
we're
already
back.
did the program. The last time she was saying she was gonna do it, she
She did.
already did it now. That's good.
Yeah, we just so happened to like miss each other, like right at
Yeah,
that,
she left and I was flying into Tallahassee as she was leaving.
yeah,
So, yeah.
For the what?
Maurice
for the
flying.
house page and messaging program.
I'm not letting them.
cool. I think we're good then.
Move it.
We have a motion to adjourn.
Move it.
We have a motion, a second. This meeting